Are you tired of constantly dealing with overflowing garbage bins and feeling guilty about the impact your household waste has on the environment? It's time to take action and make a change. In our upcoming video, we will show you how to effectively manage your household waste to reduce your carbon footprint and contribute to the preservation of our planet. Through our informative and engaging content, we will provide you with practical tips and tricks on how to reduce, reuse, and recycle your waste. You will learn how to properly sort and dispose of your garbage, as well as how to creatively repurpose items in your home that would otherwise be thrown away. We believe that effective household waste management is not only essential for environmental conservation but also for creating a sustainable lifestyle. By adopting simple yet effective waste management practices, you can make a significant impact on the health of our planet and inspire others to do the same. Join us on this journey towards a cleaner and greener future. Let's make a positive difference, one household at a time. In today's world, the amount of waste generated by households has reached an alarming level, and the consequences of improper waste management are dire. According to statistics, every year, about 12 billion tons of waste are generated globally, and this number is expected to rise by 70 over the next 30 years. This rise is attributed to the rapid urbanization and population growth occurring in many countries. In the United States, alone, each person generates an average of 4-5 pounds of waste every day, and only 25 of that waste is recycled. The remaining 75 ends up in landfills where harmful gases like methane are produced, contributing to global warming. However, effective household waste management can significantly reduce the amount of waste generated and mitigate its consequences. The first step towards effective waste management is reducing the amount of waste generated at the source. This can be achieved by adopting practices such as buying products with less packaging, using reusable bags, and avoiding single-use plastic items like straws, cutlery, and water bottles. In the United States, for instance, the use of plastic bags alone generates approximately 100 billion pounds of waste annually, and reducing their use would significantly reduce waste generation. The second step is to reuse items for the same or other purposes. For example, items like glass bottles, clothing, and electronic gadgets can be repaired and used again. This not only reduces waste generation but also saves on the cost of purchasing new items. Statistics show that up to 90% of electronic waste generated worldwide can be recycled and reused, reducing the strain on landfills and conserving resources. Recycling is also a vital aspect of household waste management. Recycling involves converting waste into new products. In the United States, recycling has been shown to reduce energy consumption, conserve natural resources, and reduce greenhouse gas emissions. However, statistics show that only 25% of waste generated is recycled, meaning that a lot more waste could be recycled. By separating recyclable materials like plastic, paper, and metals into designated bins, the waste can be repurposed to make new products, mitigating the amount of waste deposited in landfills. Another effective way of managing household waste is composting. Composting is an organic method of converting food waste and yard scraps into fertilizer. According to statistics, around 21% of landfill waste is food waste that could have been composted. Composting involves collecting organic waste in a designated bin and leaving it to decompose over time. The resulting compost can then be used to nourish soil, promote plant growth, and reduce landfill waste. Finally, it is essential to properly dispose of hazardous waste like batteries, electronics, and chemicals, which can cause severe environmental damage if not managed correctly. Many towns and cities have designated hazardous waste disposal sites where residents can dispose of hazardous waste safely. Recycling and repurposing electronic waste also reduces the need for new resource extraction. In conclusion, effective household waste management is crucial for environmental conservation. By adopting practices like reducing, reusing, and recycling waste, composting organic waste, and disposing of hazardous waste appropriately, we mitigate the adverse effects of waste on the environment. Governments, Businesses, and individuals all have a role to play in promoting effective waste management practices to combat global pollution and build a healthier, more sustainable world. In conclusion, effective household waste management is essential if we want to conserve our environment. With the fast-growing population, it's no longer an option, but a necessity. It's our responsibility to reduce the amount of waste that ends up in landfills and oceans. Recycling, reducing and reusing, is the key to minimize waste and preserve natural resources.
Composting is a simple way to turn kitchen and yard waste into a valuable resource. It's not only beneficial for creating nutrient-rich soil for gardening and agricultural purposes, but it also plays a crucial role in reducing our impact on the environment. By diverting our organic waste from landfills, we can significantly decrease methane emissions, a potent greenhouse gas that contributes to climate change. Composting also conserves landfill space and reduces the need for synthetic fertilizers, pesticides, and irrigation, which can lead to soil degradation and water pollution. The process of composting itself is also relatively energy efficient compared to traditional waste management methods such as incineration or landfilling. The benefits of composting extend beyond our immediate environment, too. By creating healthy soil, we can help combat soil erosion, promote biodiversity, and support healthy plant growth, which in turn provides habitat for wildlife. Additionally, by reducing our reliance on synthetic fertilizers and pesticides, we can lessen the harm to bees and other pollinators, crucial for crop production and ecological balance. Overall, composting is a simple and effective way to protect our planet's natural resources while providing myriad benefits to our communities. Composting is a crucial solution to reducing waste and improving the environment. Every year, about 30% of household waste in the U.S. is made up of organic waste, which can easily be composted instead of going to landfills. Landfills are responsible for producing an alarming amount of methane gas, a greenhouse gas that's 20 times more potent than carbon dioxide. Composting, however, helps combat this issue. Composting reduces methane emissions by converting organic waste into a rich, natural fertilizer. In fact, composting can reduce a household's carbon footprint by 447 pounds annually. Furthermore, the use of compost as fertilizer reduces the need for chemical fertilizers, which can have harmful effects on our waterways and wildlife. Composting reduces soil erosion, decreases water usage, and improves the overall health of soil. Moreover, it helps plants grow better and appear healthier, eventually encouraging a healthier and greener environment. Composting is not limited to households. Its benefits extend to businesses, schools, restaurants, and even entire cities. Multiple cities in the U.S. have implemented composting programs in an effort to reduce their waste and environmental impact. San Francisco, for example, has a composting program that has reduced the amount of waste sent to landfills by 80%. Composting is a simple but effective way to help the environment and reduce waste while improving the health of our planet. It is something that everyone can participate in, and the benefits extend far beyond our own lives. Every action counts, and by composting, we can make a real difference for generations to come. In conclusion, composting is one of the simplest yet effective ways to benefit the environment. By composting, we divert organic waste from the landfill, which reduces greenhouse gas emissions and lessens the need for chemical fertilizers. Composting also promotes healthy soil and biodiversity, which in turn supports plant growth and reduces erosion. Additionally, It can save money on waste disposal costs and help us become more self-sufficient by providing nutrient-rich soil for our gardens and crops. It's important to note that composting doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming. Anyone can start composting at home with just a few basic materials and a little bit of know-how.
The trailer for this video script about innovative waste management solutions for cities showcases the importance of responsible waste management practices. According to statistics, urban areas produce an enormous amount of waste each day, and traditional waste management methods have proven to be inadequate in handling the current volume of waste. The video explores how cities around the world are adopting innovative waste management solutions to tackle this problem head-on and reduce their environmental footprints. The trailer highlights a range of strategies and technologies that cities are introducing, from the latest recycling techniques and composting initiatives to cutting-edge waste-to-energy conversion systems. The video also showcases the importance of community engagement in encouraging residents to adopt more sustainable waste management techniques. The trailer features interviews with experts in the field, real-world examples of successful waste management solutions, and insights into emerging trends in the sector. Ultimately, the trailer emphasizes the importance of innovative waste management solutions in promoting a cleaner, healthier, and more sustainable future for our cities. By encouraging individuals, businesses, and communities to take proactive measures to reduce waste, we can build a greener, more resilient urban environment for generations to come. In cities around the world, the amount of waste generated each year is staggering. According to a report by the World Bank, global waste production is expected to increase by 70 by the year 2050. In the United States alone, over 250 million tons of waste are generated annually, with only a fraction being properly recycled or composted. This unsustainable trend is leading to environmental degradation, pollution, and health risks for communities. However, there is hope for a more sustainable future through innovative waste management solutions. One such solution is waste-to-energy technology. Using advanced technologies, waste-to-energy facilities can convert waste into electricity or heat, reducing the amount of waste sent to landfills and reducing greenhouse gas emissions. This approach has been successfully implemented in cities like Copenhagen, Denmark, where over 50% of the city's waste is converted into energy. Another solution gaining popularity is zero-waste initiatives. Zero waste aims to eliminate the need for landfills and incinerators by reducing waste production through sustainable practices such as composting, recycling, and reusing. San Francisco has set an ambitious goal to achieve zero waste by 2020, achieving a current diversion rate of 80 through its comprehensive recycling programs. In addition to technology and zero waste initiatives, community-based approaches have also proven effective. City governments and organizations are working together to implement community composting projects, where residents can compost their household food scraps in shared spaces. These programs have been successful in promoting sustainable behavior and reducing waste production in cities like New York and Seattle. Finally, education and awareness campaigns play a crucial role in changing attitudes towards waste management. Educating communities about the environmental and health impacts of waste, as well as providing resources and tools for sustainable practices, can lead to a more engaged and informed citizenry. Such campaigns have been impactful in cities like Vancouver, where community outreach efforts have helped achieve a 70% reduction in waste sent to landfills. In conclusion, innovative waste management solutions are key to creating sustainable and livable cities. Cities around the world must take action to reduce waste production, promote sustainable practices, and implement technologies that will reduce environmental impacts. By working together, we can create a healthier and more sustainable future for generations to come. In conclusion, waste management is a critical issue that many cities face today. Despite the severe environmental and economic implications, innovative solutions are gradually emerging. With continuous advances in technology and greater public awareness, the day is not far when we will be able to solve waste management challenges entirely. Cities need to keep exploring new trends to maximize resource recovery and minimize pollution. The examples mentioned in this video script highlight some of the ways cities can utilize innovative solutions to solve waste management issues. The use of AI technology and machine learning can enable us to classify waste better and sort them accordingly. Recycling and composting programs are also critical to reduce waste and achieve zero-waste lifestyles. With collaboration between governments, industries, and citizens, we can implement more sustainable waste management systems that mitigate harmful effects on the environment. Therefore, it is essential to adopt a comprehensive approach that targets all the waste management areas, from collection to disposal, to prevent environmental and social problems. It's time for our cities to.
In today's world, the issue of waste management has become a growing environmental concern. With the increasing population, changing consumption patterns, and the rise of industrialization, our planet is facing a massive waste crisis. It has become essential to find modern solutions to tackle this problem and ensure environmental protection. This video will explore modern approaches to waste management, including recycling, composting, and waste-to-energy technologies. Through expert interviews, case studies, and innovative practices, this video will highlight the importance of adopting sustainable waste management practices. It will demonstrate how new waste management strategies can be integrated into our daily lives, helping us reduce our carbon footprint and protect the environment. Moreover, this video will explore the dangers of improper waste disposal, such as water contamination, landfills overflowing, and greenhouse emissions. Through highlighting the risks, it will emphasize the need for waste management in our society. By promoting environmentally friendly waste management strategies, this video aims to inspire change and encourage individuals, businesses, and governments to take action. Join us in exploring the new approaches to waste management, and let's work to protect our planet before it's too late. With the world population continuously growing, waste management has become an increasingly significant issue over the years. According to Statista, global municipal solid waste generation was approximately 1.97 billion tons in 2020 and is projected to increase to 2.57 billion tons by 2050. This staggering rise in waste generation has led to the implementation of modern approaches to waste management, which prioritize environmental protection. One of the most effective modern approaches to waste management is known as zero waste. The concept of zero waste involves diverting all waste from landfills and incinerators by reducing, reusing, and recycling materials. This approach aims to close the loop by designing products and packaging that can be easily recycled or biodegraded. Zero waste initiatives have been implemented in numerous cities worldwide, including San Francisco, which has a goal of zero waste by 2020. As reported by the city's Zero Waste program, they have already achieved a 77% diversion rate from landfills and expect to hit a 90% diversion rate by 2020. Another modern approach to waste management is the use of waste-to-energy systems. These systems convert waste materials into energy through various methods, including incineration, gasification, and pyrolysis. According to the Global Waste-to-Energy Market Report by Market Research Future, the market size for waste-to-energy systems was valued at $3 billion in 2018 and is projected to reach $9 billion by 2025, demonstrating its increasing popularity. This approach not only diverts waste from landfills but also provides a source of clean energy. In addition to the above approaches, there has also been a rise in the use of composting. Composting involves the natural decomposition of organic waste material into nutrient-rich soil, which can then be used for gardening and farming. According to the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, organic waste accounts for approximately 50% of the solid waste generated by households. The use of composting not only diverts organic waste from landfills but also promotes sustainable agriculture practices. Lastly, there has been a push towards the implementation of circular economy practices, which aim to reduce waste by closing the loop of resource consumption. Circular economy practices prioritize extending the life cycle of materials, promoting repair and reuse, and creating closed-loop supply chains. According to the Ellen MacArthur Foundation, an estimated $500 billion in economic value is lost each year due to the underutilization of materials. Circular economy initiatives aim to capture this value by designing products and packaging that can be easily repaired or repurposed, reducing waste and promoting sustainable economic growth. In conclusion, modern approaches to waste management have prioritized environmental protection through initiatives such as zero waste, waste-to-energy systems, composting, and circular economy practices. As waste generation continues to rise, it is crucial that these approaches are implemented on a global scale in order to promote sustainable waste management practices and protect the environment for future generations. As stated in the Global Waste-to-Energy Market Report, the waste-to-energy market is expected to continue its growth, demonstrating the increasing importance of modern waste management practices in today's world. In conclusion, it is clear that modern approaches to waste management are crucial in protecting our environment and ensuring sustainability for future generations. Governments and communities worldwide are realizing the importance of implementing these approaches in order to reduce waste and minimize the damage to our planet. A shift towards a circular economy, where waste is treated as a valuable resource, is the way forward. Innovative waste-to-energy technologies are emerging, providing alternative sources of energy while reducing the amount of waste in landfills. Adopting a zero-waste approach is also gaining popularity, promoting the 3 Rs: reduce, reuse and recycle. This approach encourages individuals and businesses to minimize consumption, promote reuse of goods, and ensure recycling of materials as much as possible. By implementing these modern approaches to waste management, we have the opportunity
Sustainable waste disposal methods have become increasingly important in recent years, as we face an ever-growing amount of waste being generated across the globe. With landfills filling up faster than ever, and incineration releasing harmful toxins into the atmosphere, it is essential that we find more sustainable ways to dispose of our waste. In this video, we will explore some of the most innovative and effective methods of sustainable waste disposal and their environmental impact. From composting to recycling, to waste-to-energy technologies, we will dive into the science behind these methods and explain how they work. Along the way, we will also investigate the environmental benefits of sustainable waste disposal, including reduced greenhouse gas emissions, improved air quality, and preservation of natural resources. But it's not just about the science and facts, we will also speak to experts and individuals working in the field, and hear their perspectives on the challenges and opportunities presented by sustainable waste disposal. Join us on this journey to discover how we can responsibly manage our waste and protect the planet for generations to come. In today's world, waste disposal has become one of the greatest challenges, especially in urban settings where the population is high. It is a fact that we generate more waste than we can handle, and this, in turn, has led to various environmental challenges. According to the World Bank, about 2.01 billion tons of municipal solid waste are generated globally each year, and this is expected to rise to 3.4 billion tons by 2050. When we think of these statistics, we can't help but question the effectiveness of current waste disposal methods and their environmental impact. When it comes to sustainable waste disposal methods, recycling comes to mind. It is a process that involves converting waste materials into raw materials that can be used to manufacture new products. According to the Environmental Protection Agency, recycling reduces greenhouse gas emissions, conserves natural resources, and reduces the need for recovering raw materials from virgin sources. Recycling also helps to reduce the amount of waste sent to landfills, which reduces the amount of methane emissions generated by these landfills. Methane is a potent greenhouse gas that has a global warming potential that is 28 times higher than carbon dioxide. Further, composting is another sustainable waste disposal method that helps to reduce waste and protect the environment. Composting involves the decomposition of organic matter into a nutrient-rich soil conditioner that can be used for gardening. By composting, we can reduce the amount of waste in landfills, which reduces the amount of methane gas generated in landfills. According to the United States Environmental Protection Agency, organic materials such as food waste and yard trimmings make up about 28% of what we throw away and can be composted. Composting provides the benefit of improving soil health and reducing the need for synthetic fertilizers. Waste-to-energy is another sustainable method of waste disposal. It is a process that involves converting waste into energy through combustion or gasification. According to a report by the World Energy Council, waste-to-energy can generate electricity, heat, and fuel. When waste is incinerated, it generates heat which can then be used to produce steam that drives turbines and generates electricity. Additionally, waste-to-energy contributes to reducing the amount of waste that ends up in landfills, which helps to reduce both methane and greenhouse gas emissions. Finally, one other method that stands out is the waste hierarchy. The waste hierarchy outlines a set of priorities for waste management, with the aim of reducing waste and promoting sustainable waste disposal methods. The waste hierarchy starts with prevention, followed by reduction, reuse, recycling, energy recovery, and finally disposal as the last option. By prioritizing waste prevention and reduction, we can reduce the amount of waste generated in the first place, which reduces the amount of waste sent to landfills and incinerators. In conclusion, we can see that sustainable waste disposal methods have a significant impact on the environment. The most effective way to manage waste is by focusing on the waste hierarchy, with a priority on waste prevention, reduction, and recycling. If we do not change the way we manage our waste, the amount of waste generated will continue to surge, resulting in far-reaching negative environmental impacts. To ensure a sustainable future, we must adopt sustainable waste management practices that prioritize reducing waste and promoting environmentally friendly methods of waste disposal.
In the era of climate change, it is becoming increasingly important to address the waste problem and focus on sustainable solutions. The process of upcycling, which repurposes waste materials into new products, offers a potential solution to our environmental challenges. The environmental benefits of upcycling are numerous, from reducing the amount of waste that ends up in landfills and the ocean to mitigating the need to extract new resources from the environment. Furthermore, upcycling can also provide a more energy-efficient option than recycling or manufacturing new products. Not only does upcycling divert waste from landfills, but it also creates new products that can replace single-use items, contributing to a circular economy. Upcycling can also have a positive impact on job creation in local communities, as many upcycling projects are community-based and can give rise to small businesses that use local waste streams. Lastly, upcycling also encourages creativity and innovation, giving designers the opportunity to showcase their skills and express their individuality. In short, upcycling is an environmentally conscious and economically viable alternative that has the potential to transform our world into a more sustainable and responsible one. Welcome to our video on the environmental benefits of upcycling. Upcycling is a great way to reduce waste and protect our environment. It is a process of transforming old and unwanted items into something new and useful. By doing so, we reduce waste, conserve resources and prevent pollution. Did you know that the fashion industry is one of the biggest polluters in the world, with 92 million tons of textile waste produced every year? By upcycling old clothes, we can reduce this waste and prevent harmful chemicals used in the production of new clothes from entering our environment. According to a report by the Ellen MacArthur Foundation, upcycling of textiles, along with other sustainability efforts, could lead to a 38% reduction in greenhouse gas emissions by 2050. In addition to reducing textile waste, upcycling can also reduce plastic waste. In the US alone, over 9 million tons of plastic end up in landfills every year. By upcycling plastic bottles into planters or using old plastic bags to create reusable shopping tote bags, we can reduce the amount of plastic waste that ends up in our environment. This not only helps to reduce pollution, but it also conserves natural resources. Another environmental benefit of upcycling is the reduction of carbon emissions. The production and transportation of new products require a considerable amount of energy and resources. By upcycling, we can reduce the demand for new products and therefore, reduce carbon emissions. According to a report by the German Environment Agency, upcycling paper and cardboard products can reduce carbon emissions by up to 65% compared to the production of new products. Upcycling can also have a positive impact on local economies. By creating new products from old materials, we can support local businesses and artisans. This not only helps to strengthen the local economy but also leads to less reliance on imported goods, which reduces transportation emissions. In addition to the environmental benefits, upcycling can also be a fun and creative activity. Instead of throwing away old items, We can give them a new lease of life by transforming them into something new and unique. This can also help to save money by reducing the need to buy new products. To summarize, upcycling is a great way to reduce waste, conserve resources, and protect our environment. By upcycling old items, we can reduce greenhouse gas emissions, plastic waste, and carbon emissions. Additionally, upcycling can have a positive impact on local economies and be a fun and creative way to give old items a new lease of life. So next time you are thinking of throwing something away, think about how it can be upcycled and help protect our planet. In conclusion, upcycling is not only a creative and fun way to repurpose old items, but it also has significant environmental benefits. By upcycling, we are reducing waste and therefore reducing the amount of materials that end up in landfills. This, in turn, reduces greenhouse gas emissions and saves energy that would have been used in the production of new products. Additionally, upcycling can also conserve natural resources by giving new life to already existing materials. The process of upcycling typically requires less energy and resources compared to traditional recycling processes, making it a more sustainable solution. Moreover, upcycling can help to reduce the negative impacts of fast fashion and consumerism by promoting a circular economy of reuse and sustainability. By choosing to upcycle, we are not only doing our part to protect the environment but also creating unique and personalized products. The environmental impact of landfills video script is an eye-opening and educational piece that delves deep into the subject of waste management and its impact on the environment. In the trailer, viewers are treated to snippets of images that showcase the stark realities of landfills. The images include overflowing mountains of trash, polluted water sources, and toxic waste emissions that have devastating effects on plant and animal life. The trailer is structured to create a sense of urgency and provoke action from viewers. With statistics showing that landfills are responsible for 20% of all methane gas emissions globally, it becomes clear that this issue cannot be ignored any longer. The script explores the complexities of landfills and proposes sustainable alternatives that can help reduce waste while safeguarding the environment. It also highlights the role that individuals and governments have to play in effecting meaningful change. Altogether, the environmental impact of landfills video script is a timely and relevant production that seeks to educate and rally action towards tackling one of the most pressing environmental concerns of the modern era. The environmental impact of landfills is a topic that should concern us all. In the U.S. alone, we generate over 250 million tons of trash each year, and about half of that ends up in landfills. These landfills release harmful gases such as methane, carbon dioxide, and volatile organic compounds, VOCs, into the air. In fact, landfills are the third largest source of human-related methane emissions in the country. According to recent studies, methane has a global warming potential that is 28 times greater than carbon dioxide over a 100-year period. However, the damage caused by landfills isn't limited to just air pollution. Landfills also contaminate our water and soil. Leachate, which is the liquid that drains from garbage, contains various toxins such as heavy metals, chemicals, and pathogens. These contaminants seep into groundwater and surface water sources, posing a serious threat to the health of ecosystems and humans alike. Furthermore, landfills can take hundreds of years to decompose, meaning that these pollutants will remain in the environment for generations to come. Additionally, landfills have a significant impact on wildlife. The massive amount of garbage that ends up in landfills attracts animals such as rats, seagulls, and other scavengers. These animals are often hit by cars or have close encounters with humans, leading to the spread of diseases. Not only that, but the loss of habitat due to landfill expansion and destruction affects the ecosystems that these animals depend on. The solution to this problem isn't simple, but it does begin with reducing waste. Every year, we throw away billions of dollars worth of recyclable materials, which end up in landfills. Recycling helps reduce the amount of waste that ends up in landfills, and in turn, reduces the amount of pollution and greenhouse gases. Additionally, composting can help divert biodegradable waste from landfills, reducing the amount of methane emitted. Finally, the reduction of consumption, as well as the use of green products can significantly reduce the amount of waste generated. In conclusion, the environmental impact of landfills shouldn't be ignored. We must take responsibility for our waste and find more sustainable ways to dispose of it. Let's work together to reduce our waste, recycle, and compost. Every small action counts toward making a difference in our environment and preserving it for future generations. In conclusion, landfills are not sustainable solutions for our waste management problem. The environmental impact of landfills is too great, with dangerous emissions and contamination of soil and water sources. It is essential that we find alternative methods, such as recycling, composting, waste-to-energy facilities, and reducing waste production altogether. As consumers, we can all take steps to decrease our waste by being mindful of our purchases and properly disposing of items. As industries, we must take responsibility and invest in sustainable waste management solutions. We must also advocate for stricter regulations and enforce them to improve the current waste management practices. It is time to shift our focus to long-term solutions that prioritize the well-being of our planet and our future generations. The cost of inaction will be too high, and we cannot afford.
The rise of electronic devices has led to a surge in electronic waste, or e-waste, which poses a significant threat to the environment. E-waste contains hazardous materials such as lead, cadmium, and mercury, which can cause serious health and environmental problems if not properly disposed of. In our fast-paced society, it is all too easy to dispose of old electronic devices without considering the environmental impact. Many people are unaware of the risks associated with e-waste and the proper methods of disposal. The reality is that e-waste often ends up in landfills, where it can leach into the surrounding soil and water, contaminating the environment for years to come. However, there is hope. Through education and the implementation of proper disposal methods, we can mitigate the damaging effects of e-waste. This video will explore the impact of e-waste on the environment and the steps we can take to reduce its negative effects. By raising awareness and taking action, we can ensure a healthier future for our planet and all who inhabit it. Electronic waste, commonly known as e-waste, is a growing concern globally due to its disastrous impact on the environment. With the advancements in technology, the rate at which e-waste is produced has risen sharply, and unfortunately, most of it is disposed of improperly. Approximately 50 million tons of electronic waste is generated annually worldwide, equivalent to the weight of 4,500 Eiffel Towers. Shockingly, only 20 of this e-waste is recycled. The rest ends up in landfills, illegal dumping grounds, or is exported to developing countries. When e-waste is improperly disposed of, it releases toxic materials such as lead, mercury, and cadmium, which pollute the air, soil, and waterways, endangering the lives of both humans and animals. Additionally, the production of electronics requires the extraction of finite resources such as rare earth metals, gold, and copper. In turn, these resources are in short supply and are being depleted at an alarming rate. For instance, it is estimated that by 2050, the world's supply of cobalt, a crucial component in the manufacture of rechargeable batteries, will run out if the demand remains high. Thankfully, there is hope on the horizon. The global trend towards sustainable development has highlighted the importance of e-waste management, which involves reducing e-waste production, reusing and repurposing electronics, and recycling responsibly. Recent research indicates that recycling 1 million laptops saves the same amount of energy needed to power over 3,500 homes for a year, or reduce greenhouse gas emissions equivalent to removing 1,351 passenger vehicles off the road. Furthermore, the e-waste management industry has the potential to create new and sustainable jobs. The industry encompasses activities such as e-waste collection, sorting, refurbishment, and recycling, creating job opportunities in both developed and developing countries. According to a recent report, if e-waste management were to be scaled up globally, it could generate 4 to 16 times more jobs compared to traditional waste management. In conclusion, the impact of e-waste on the environment is glaringly evident and alarming. As the rate of technological advancements continues to soar, it is our collective responsibility to embrace sustainable practices and manage e-waste responsibly. By doing so, we not only help to protect the environment but also create opportunities for sustainable development. In conclusion, the impact of e-waste on the environment cannot be overstated. It poses a significant risk to human health, as well as to the natural environment. As technology continues to advance and devices become cheaper and more accessible, it is important that we take proactive steps to minimize the amount of e-waste being produced and ensure that it is disposed of in a responsible and sustainable way. This means implementing regulations and programs to encourage the proper recycling of electronic devices, as well as investing in new technologies that can safely and efficiently extract valuable resources from e-waste. It also means educating consumers about the importance of responsible e-waste disposal and promoting sustainable alternatives, such as repairing and upgrading electronics instead of discarding them. By taking these steps,
in today's world, it is more important than ever to protect the environment. And one of the most important ways we can do that is by recycling. Recycling helps to conserve natural resources, reduce landfill waste, and minimize the harmful impact of human activity on the environment. This video will explore in depth the role of recycling in environmental protection. Through interviews with experts in the field and showcases of successful recycling programs, viewers will gain a comprehensive understanding of the impact of recycling on environmental protection. The video will also cover common misconceptions about recycling, such as assumptions that recycling is too time-consuming or that it doesn't make much of a difference. It will also provide practical tips for individuals who want to take action and recycle in their daily lives, as well as information about how to advocate for more widespread recycling programs in communities. Overall, this video will serve as an important tool for educating and inspiring viewers to take action to protect the environment through recycling. Recycling has been playing a pivotal role in environmental protection. It helps to conserve natural resources, reduces waste sent to landfills, and lowers carbon emission. Did you know that every ton of paper recycled saves 17 trees, 7,000 gallons of water, and 463 gallons of oil? Recycling also conserves energy and reduces greenhouse gas emissions. In fact, recycling a single aluminum can save enough energy to power a television for 3 hours. Unfortunately, despite these benefits, only 9% of plastic waste has been recycled globally, leading to devastating effects on our planet. The good news is that as individuals, we can take action by reducing, reusing, and recycling. Every little step can make a difference. If every household in the U.S. recycled just one more aluminum can, it would save enough energy to power 3 million homes for a year. It's time we all do our part in protecting our environment through recycling. In conclusion, the role of recycling in environmental protection cannot be overemphasized. By embracing recycling, we not only reduce the amount of waste in our landfills but also conserve the Earth's natural resources.
The world is facing a global waste problem, and businesses are significant contributors to the issue. In an effort to reduce waste and minimize their environmental impact, companies must adopt waste reduction strategies. These strategies go beyond just recycling, as a circular economy must be embraced in which waste is seen as a valuable resource. In this video, we explore the various waste reduction strategies that businesses can adopt to reduce waste and improve their sustainability. We will highlight success stories from companies that have implemented innovative waste reduction measures and how these strategies resulted in significant savings in resources, cost and positively impacted the environment. The video will cover the 3 primary components of waste reduction strategies: reduce, reuse, and recycle. We will also discuss how businesses can implement a circular economy and how waste reduction efforts can attract investors, employees, and customers who are environmentally conscious. We hope this video will inspire businesses of all sizes to take a practical approach to waste reduction and reduce their environmental impact to create a sustainable future. Waste reduction strategies for businesses are becoming increasingly important in today's world, where the effects of overconsumption and pollution are taking their toll. According to the Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, businesses in the United States generated approximately 262.4 million tons of waste in 2017 alone, with only about a third of that being diverted from landfills. However, implementing waste reduction strategies not only helps the environment but also has financial benefits for businesses. The EPA reports that reducing waste can save companies money on disposal costs, as well as lowering the costs of purchasing and transporting new materials. In fact, the EPA estimates that the implementation of source reduction strategies can save businesses up to $4 for every $1 invested. One effective strategy for reducing waste is through the implementation of a recycling program. According to the EPA, recycling can reduce greenhouse gas emissions by the equivalent of taking 25 million cars off the road each year. In addition to reducing emissions, recycling can also conserve natural resources and reduce the amount of waste sent to landfills. Another key strategy is the implementation of a composting program. Food waste is a major contributor to landfill waste, accounting for approximately 22% of all municipal solid waste in the United States. Composting allows for the organic material to be broken down and turned into a nutrient-rich soil amendment, reducing waste and providing a sustainable source of fertilizer for landscaping or agriculture. In addition to recycling and composting, businesses can also focus on reducing waste at the source. This can be achieved through practices such as purchasing items with minimal packaging, implementing a paperless system, and reducing the use of disposable products such as plastic cups and utensils. Education and awareness play a critical role in waste reduction strategies for businesses. Providing employees with information on how to properly recycle, compost, and reduce waste can help ensure that these practices are effectively implemented. Making it easy and convenient for employees to dispose of waste properly, by providing clearly marked recycling and composting bins, can also encourage participation. Finally, engaging in partnerships with waste management companies and local organizations can provide businesses with additional resources and support for waste reduction efforts. The EPA's WasteWise program provides training and guidance for businesses looking to implement waste reduction strategies, while local governments often offer recycling and composting services or provide access to grant funding for sustainability initiatives. In conclusion, waste reduction strategies for businesses not only benefit the environment but also provide financial benefits for companies. Recycling, composting, source reduction, education, and partnerships are all effective strategies for reducing waste in the workplace and moving towards a more sustainable future. With the right tools and support, businesses can make a significant impact in reducing waste and contributing to a healthier planet. In conclusion, waste reduction strategies play a crucial role in the success and sustainability of businesses. Implementing these strategies not only helps to reduce waste and minimize environmental impacts, but also helps businesses save money in the long run. Through analyzing and measuring waste generation, businesses can identify areas where waste reduction strategies can be implemented. Some of the most effective waste reduction strategies for businesses include reducing packaging materials, implementing a recycling program, and encouraging employee participation in waste reduction efforts.
Every day, our planet is faced with the daunting challenge of managing excessive waste that's harmful to the environment. But what if we told you there's a way to develop a sustainable waste management plan that protects our planet while still allowing us to thrive as a society? In this video, we'll take you on a journey through the world of waste management and show you just how important it is to take action and implement positive change. You'll learn about the different types of waste that we produce and the impact they have on our planet. We'll talk about how we can reduce waste through recycling, composting, and upcycling. You'll also discover the importance of proper waste disposal techniques and how to develop a waste management plan that not only protects the environment, but also meets the needs of local communities. Most importantly, we'll provide you with practical tips and techniques for implementing sustainable waste management practices in your everyday life. Whether you're an individual looking to make a difference or a business owner interested in enhancing your sustainability efforts, this video is the ultimate guide to developing a sustainable waste management plan. Developing a sustainable waste management plan is essential for reducing the amount of waste that ends up in landfills and negatively impacts the environment. Statistically, the United States generates around 262.4 million tons of municipal solid waste, MSW, annually, with only 68 million tons recycled or composted. The remaining waste requires disposal, contributing to greenhouse gas emissions and pollution. A sustainable waste management plan aims to minimize waste generation, promote recycling and composting, and reduce the amount of waste sent to landfills. According to the Environmental Protection Agency, recycling 1 ton of paper can save 17 trees, 7,000 gallons of water, and 64 cubic yards of landfill space. Additionally, reducing waste can help save energy and resources, with every ton of recycled plastic saving nearly 1,000 gallons of oil. To create a successful waste management plan, communities must prioritize education and outreach, establish convenient and efficient recycling and composting programs, and implement policies that encourage waste reduction. By working together towards a sustainable future, we can reduce our negative impact on the environment and create a better world for future generations. In conclusion, developing a sustainable waste management plan is fundamental to conserving the environment and promoting a cleaner, healthier future. With the increasing demand for resources and the rise in global population, waste management has become a crucial aspect of sustainable development. Therefore, it's essential to adopt a sustainable waste management plan that emphasizes reducing waste production, reusing and recycling materials, and promoting responsible disposal methods. Such measures can significantly reduce the volume of waste produced, minimize pollution, and protect natural resources. To develop a sustainable waste management plan, it's important to involve all stakeholders, including government agencies, private sectors, and community members. Engaging stakeholders ensures everyone plays their part in promoting sustainable waste management practices, conserving the environment, and mitigating the effects of climate change.
In today's world, waste management has become a crucial issue. Improper disposal of waste can lead to severe consequences such as environmental pollution and contamination of natural resources like air, water, and soil. Therefore, it has become crucial to educate people about the importance of proper waste management. Environmental education can play a vital role in spreading awareness and enabling individuals to take responsible actions towards better waste management. The trailer for our upcoming video on environmental education for better waste management strives to convey this important message. The video will provide insightful information about the various types of waste and the proper methods to dispose of them. We will also discuss the challenges of waste management and how we can overcome them collectively. Furthermore, our video will shed light on the benefits of recycling. We will show how recycling can reduce waste, conserve natural resources, and prevent environmental pollution. By including practical examples and innovative solutions for waste management, our video aims to inspire and empower people to bring positive change through their actions. In conclusion, our video on environmental education for better waste management is a contribution towards building a sustainable future. By promoting responsible actions towards waste management, we can conserve our planet's resources and ensure a safe and healthy planet for generations to come. In today's world of fast-paced living and technological advancements, it has become increasingly important to keep the environment clean and healthy for the betterment of all living beings. However, despite being aware of the issue, many people still fail to take necessary actions to improve waste management. According to a recent study, the average American produces approximately 4.5 pounds of waste per day, a staggering figure that, if left unaddressed, could lead to dire environmental consequences. Indeed, waste disposal has become a pressing issue in many parts of the world. In Asia alone, over 2 billion tons of solid waste are generated each year, causing immense damage to the environment. The statistics are worrying, and it is time to take action by raising awareness and implementing sustainable waste management practices. Environmental education holds the key in achieving this objective. Environmental education is a broad field that encompasses a range of educational initiatives geared towards creating an environmentally conscious society. It involves teaching individuals about the environment, the impact of human activity on it, and the ways to tackle environmental challenges. One of the primary goals of environmental education is to promote responsible waste disposal practices. By educating people about the importance of separating waste and properly disposing of it, we can reduce the amount of waste going to landfills and, in turn, alleviate the environmental burden. Environmental education can be particularly effective in shaping young minds. Studies have shown that children who receive environmental education are more likely to incorporate sustainable practices into their daily lives. For this reason, many schools have integrated environmental education into their curriculums. By doing so, they are enabling the next generation to become agents of change and work towards a sustainable future. As individuals, we can also play a crucial role in promoting sustainable waste management practices. Whether it is through recycling, composting, or reducing our consumption of single-use plastics, we can all contribute towards a cleaner and healthier environment. By doing so, we can not only reduce our carbon footprint but also inspire others to take action. In conclusion, environmental education plays a critical role in promoting sustainable waste management practices. By increasing awareness amongst the masses about the importance of waste management and the impact of human activity on the environment, we can collectively work towards a greener and healthier world. So, let's take a pledge to become responsible citizens, educate ourselves and our future generations, and work towards a more sustainable future. In conclusion, there is still a long way to go when it comes to the proper management of waste. However, education and awareness can go a long way in achieving it. Through environmental education, people can learn how to minimize waste generation, reduce their carbon footprint, and become responsible stewards of the environment. By starting early and incorporating environmental education in schools and universities, the younger generation can learn the value of waste reduction and recycling. At the same time, adults can also benefit from awareness campaigns and educational programs. It is through efforts like these that we can create a more sustainable future, one where waste is not seen as a problem but as a resource.
The world is changing, and there's been an increased emphasis on businesses transitioning to sustainable practices. While many companies are still scrambling to catch up, others are already ahead of the curve in adopting green manufacturing waste minimization techniques. In our upcoming video, we delve into this topic by exploring several strategies that can be employed to significantly reduce waste output. From utilizing lean principles to optimizing workflows and re-engineering production processes, this video offers a wealth of practical tips and insights that any manufacturer can leverage to minimize waste. We also shine a spotlight on creative ways to repurpose materials, modify products to use fewer resources, and encourage consumer behavior that supports environmental stewardship. But it's not just about reducing waste. Adopting green manufacturing practices can also boost employee morale and improve the bottom line. We explore the economic benefits of going green, including cost savings from reduced waste, increased efficiency and productivity, and reduced regulatory risk. This video is a must-watch for any manufacturer seeking to achieve greater sustainability, improve efficiency, and reduce their environmental impact. Join us as we explore innovative green manufacturing waste minimization techniques that will help your business stay competitive and thrive in a rapidly changing world. Green manufacturing is an approach that focuses on minimizing the environmental impact of manufacturing processes while promoting efficiency and cost-effectiveness. Waste minimization techniques are fundamental to green manufacturing, as they help to reduce the amount of waste generated during production. In fact, according to the Environmental Protection Agency, every one reduction in waste saves approximately $370,000. Additionally, research shows that green manufacturing practices can lead to a 15 to 20% increase in productivity and a 15 to 25% decrease in energy consumption. With these statistics in mind, it's clear that implementing waste minimization techniques is not only beneficial for the environment, but also for companies' bottom lines. Some effective waste minimization techniques include source reduction, which involves reducing the amount of materials used in production, and material substitution, which involves replacing hazardous materials with safer alternatives. Other techniques include recycling and reuse, which can significantly reduce the amount of waste that ends up in landfills. By implementing these techniques, companies can not only reduce their environmental impact but also improve their sustainability and profitability in the long run. In conclusion, green manufacturing waste minimization techniques play a crucial role in promoting environmental sustainability. The adoption of these techniques is necessary for manufacturers to minimize their negative environmental impact, reduce pollution levels, and create a safer workplace for employees. By implementing practices such as lean manufacturing and closed-loop systems, manufacturers can reduce waste, conserve resources, and save money in the long run. Moreover, Manufacturers need to prioritize their efforts to develop and deploy more sustainable practices in their production processes. By raising awareness about the importance of sustainable manufacturing, we can create a more sustainable future for ourselves and generations to come. Every effort counts, and the contribution of every manufacturer towards adopting sustainable practices can have a significant impact on the environment. Therefore, we must all work together to establish a more sustainable and environmentally conscious future in manufacturing.